So it's been 1 week since I had my meniscus surgery. So time for a update and some reflections on the last week. So where shall I begin? So pain-wise, it's been pretty painless actually, surprisingly. I guess when I came out of hospital, I still had the anaesthetic in me, and they gave me some codeine, which I took for a couple of days. And then for reasons that I don't want to go into with codeine, I decided I should stop taking them. So that probably helped, I guess, with the pain for the first couple of days, even if there was any. But when I came off the codeine, there was no pain at all. So that was great. But a but here. I think that led me to a bit of a false sense of security. The joint felt good. I was aware that I had 4 cuts on my knees, but the joint itself felt good. I also had quite a good session with the physio on Friday, which gave me a lot of confidence that I could drive, I could walk around, and I probably overdid it a bit at the weekend, just in terms of being on my feet. I took my son to football, I stood on the sidelines, I was out and about, shopping, normal weekend stuff. And I started to think, my wounds are still bleeding, not a lot, but when I changed the dressing, there was still blood seeping out, and I was like, really? Should it still be bleeding now? I mean, maybe it should be. I have no idea, but I had thought that perhaps it may have stopped by now. But then I guess, it's more than just a graze on the surface, isn't it? They've literally stuck a camera and some other tools right through my knee. So I think I probably could have rested a bit more over the weekend. I've been getting on well with the rehab. So like I said in a previous video, the physio has told me I can go on the bike, the static bike, no resistance, just getting my leg moving, and some basic body weight exercises. Part of that is to, obviously get the blood flowing, remove swelling, and I've got this thing called a Baker's cyst, which is a symptom of the meniscus tear on the back of one of my knees. Hopefully, the cycling and stuff will gradually get that down. So that's what I've been up to. I had a bit of a setback yesterday, unfortunately. I was at the gym and I managed to knock one of the cuts with my hand whilst I was, doing some stretching, and it swelled up and it was really painful. I could hardly walk on it. I was all like, oh no, what have I done? Thinking the worst, oh my God, it's infected and all of this. But I rested it, I iced it, and it went down pretty quickly actually. I was quite surprised actually. Within about an hour, it was almost back to how it was before I knocked it. And during that hour, I could barely walk. And it swelled up. So anyway, hopefully that was a narrow escape there. I just knocked the wound. So I guess overall, really, for me, this really seems to be about the wound. This is getting the wounds healed. The actual knee itself is fine. It feels fine. The joint feels good. The irritation that I got from the meniscus tear before the surgery, that's gone. That has literally disappeared, overnight, after having the surgery. But it's the wounds. The wounds need to heal, and they're taking a while. And that is restricting my movement. I can't, fully flex my knee yet because of those wounds. They feel like they're going to split if I push it a bit too far. So that's it, really. In terms of getting back to running, it's going to take a while. And, I want to share the rehab with you. That's one of the purpose, that's the main purpose for me documenting all of this stuff. But there really is nothing much to share at this stage. I'm just on a static bike with no resistance, pedaling away, almost to just get the blood flowing and getting that swelling down. Just a lesson really, if you have this sort of surgery, don't get lulled into a false sense of security like I did. you know, I initially thought, oh, this is going to be about the joint itself and the joint being sore, and the joint needing to recover. And because the joint felt good, I was like, oh, I can do a lot more. And actually, it's the wounds that need to be, you know, looked after. So I am, you know, kind of back on the couch now with my legs up, resting as much as possible. I have been reading the Born to Run 2 book that I posted about. I will give an update on that really soon. There's 7 steps to this kind of training guide. So I've nearly finished reading the first step now, which is based all on nutrition, which I have some views on. So yeah, I will share those with you. But other than that, yeah, a week has gone. You know, the wounds are gradually healing, and I think everything's all good. So I'll stop it there before this gets a really long and off-putting video to watch.